Because I was driving across the bridge one day and I just thought, oh, what about an arts intervention? What would that do? I'm Andrea Raymond. I'm a Cultural Outreach Officer with the City of Toronto, working in cultural services and based out of Cedar Ridge Creative Centre in the Kingston-Gallowy Orton Park community of Southeast Scarborough. So the idea for the Bridging Project and subsequently the Subtext Festival came from working in the Kingston-Gallowy Orton Park community. In that community, there's a bridge. It separates the Kingston-Gallowy portion of the community from the Orton Park portion of the community, and it seemed to be a real bone of contention in the community. People cited it as being something that they felt was not safe, they felt was ugly, a lot of issues around walking across it. What we thought about was the idea of turning a bridge that had become a barrier and kind of turning it back into a bridge again. One of the first things that we did was we held a community speak. People are invited to have dinner, so we posed a lot of key questions about the bridge and got feedback from about 60 residents. So the reason we did that was right from the get-go, we recognized how important it would be to have the people in the community really feeling like they shaped the project. In that community, there is so much engagement of residents that it was logical to just approach them and say, this is what we're thinking, what do you think? My way of thinking when I thought of this idea was, let's talk to Karen at Mural Roots. I knew they would have the expertise and know how to deal with an 800-foot piece of concrete. Ben at the Scarborough Arts Council has been just such a dynamic person to work with so many ideas. We engaged Jumblee's Theatre, and they were really kind of key in the launch. Evergreen was somebody who'd been doing plantings under the bridge already and had a relationship in the community. The Amazing Place. We engaged partners from U of T downtown from the planning department. So this was Deb Cowan and Vanessa Parlett and their team. And then just as a natural fit, the East Scarborough Storefront. They really have such vision around community building. So when we were talking about doing a festival in that community, having them on side was key, and they really brought a lot to the table.
So what came of all the planning and all of the partnership meetings and all of the conspiring and brainstorming was the idea to bridge the environment of the community above the bridge and at street level with the natural beauty and green space of the environment, the part of the Morningside Park beneath the bridge. The artist David Kabuka conducted workshops with youth in the modern batik artwork style. The pieces that were produced as a result of these workshops were the foundation of the artwork for the banners that flanked the length of the bridge. Rob Matika, the Mural Roots artist who actually conceived of the mural with the youth, he led stenciling workshops in the community. After that, there was a graffiti workshop underneath the bridge where another artist came and sort of led youth through sort of the basics of how to work with aerosol art and what aerosol art is about. And finally, there were a series of 8 dance workshops with a group of youth who had never worked together before, under the direction of Kevin Ormsby and Darcel Frederick. Those 8 workshops saw the youth sort of brainstorm and collaborate about what bridging meant, how that theme could be explored in the medium of dance, and they came up with an original routine which was premiered and performed beautifully at the Subtext Festival.
Originally, I became involved with the project through Mural Roots. We knew that the bridge was a challenge that was ahead for the summer, painting the bridge, and as a part of the overall bridging project. And I became the artist, mentor, facilitator for the bridging project to work with a team of youth and the community input and some community members to transform the bridge into what it is now.
As the culmination of the social research, the mural on the bridge, and all of the various workshops, the community had a chance to come together and celebrate at the Subtext Multi-Arts Festival beneath the bridge.
festival with the sun shining. You know, the mural was finished, the banners were up, and you know, the music was playing, the festival was really in gear, and you saw people from the community and people who had come into the community sitting outside and talking and eating and just enjoying what was going on. So for me, I just saw that and thought, like, this is exactly what we are striving for. And it was really awesome just seeing how all the kids were working together and watching the people walk by on the bridge, and you know, they would say thank you, or thank you for doing this to our community. That was why we were there.
It was an incredibly rewarding experience working with so many collaborative partners. And over the summer, the youth, for me, the highlight was the way the youth responded and were committed to the incredibly hard work that was being done on the bridge. At the end of the project, we got together and we discussed the fact that the program had reached its goals, and that we think that we have made a really good start and inroad into this community of bridging the gaps, but it's just a beginning. So we really look forward to working together with everybody in the future.